Adventures in Pixieland presents your daily energy reading. Our daily Bible verse for March 11th, 2026 is Deuteronomy 24:5. In the King James Version, we have, when a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he hath taken. In the New International Version, if a man has recently married, he must not be sent to war or have any other duty laid on him. For 1 year, he has to be free to stay home and bring happiness to the wife he has married. They're supposed to try to get them pregnant before they can go off and potentially be dead. They're supposed to spend a year at home with the wife trying to make babies. So, in the King James Version of the contrast table down below versus the New Internationals, when a man and if a man has, there's no difference there except one expects you to, when expects you to, if says, well, if you get around to it. So you understand the expectation change there. He shall not go out to war, neither be charged with any business, versus he must not be sent to war or have any other duty laid on him. So he can't be drafted, and he must not volunteer. Okay. But he shall be free at home 1 year. For 1 year, he is to stay free at home. Obviously, you can see that AI had a little jitter going on there. Sometimes it's like that. I have to come back and be like, why do you have extra words in here? I missed that one clearly, but I'm just going to leave it because it's like, it reminds me of like Max Headroom, free to stay. Okay, and in the King James Version, and she'll cheer up his wife, the wife he has married. Well, he has taken versus he has married. But either way, it's his wife that he's bringing happiness or cheering up to. And I think that's really the two. Cheer up versus bring happiness. Cheer up is as if she was sad. Now, she might be sad because her husband might have to go off to war, and that could make her exceedingly sad. So I'm not saying she wouldn't be sad. But, it's assuming the woman's emotional state without inquiring into the individual woman, right? Whereas for bring happiness implies that his focus is, then he would have to, actually inquire with her as to what brings happiness, consent. It's not a case of, well, because you're married, there's no such thing. Oh, no. Because you're married, her happiness is one of your primary concerns. Happy wife, happy life. So, if you want to have a happy home to come home to, the happiness of your spouse, regardless of genders, needs to be a priority. You can't claim you love somebody if you're saying you don't care about their feelings. If you don't care about their feelings, leave them alone. Your Elder Futhark daily rune is Othala. The letter O, meaning is property. Associations are inherited property, like in a contract, possessions, aid in physical or spiritual journeys, and ancestral homeland, where you usually inherit property. If you peep the map down below, you can see all the places in the world that this rune would have had influence. Our Hebrew letter of the day is Kaf. It is the letter K. It is also the number 20. It is a palm of a hand, a wing to allow, to cover, to open the hand, the power to suppress or lift up. If you check out the map down below, made by pbs.org, you will see all the places where the this letter would have had taken influence due to the Jewish diaspora. Our daily archangel card is comfort. The Archangel Azrael says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Our daily sacred geometry card is our card 31, magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move towards possibility and expression that are as grand and as profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the King James Version of the Bible. We are in Psalms Book 2, and we are in Psalm 54, which is 7 verses. We're going to jump in. To the chief musician on Negoth, Neginoth, Maskil, it's a type of musical instruction, a psalm of David, when Ziphims, Ziphims, came and said to Saul, doth not David hide himself with us? Ooh, they came and they betrayed David. Save me, O God, by thy name, and judge me by thy strength. Hear my prayer, O God. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set God before them. Selah. Behold, God is mine helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. He shall reward evil unto mine enemies. Cut them off in thy truth. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name, O Lord, for it is good. For he hath delivered me out of all trouble, and mine eye hath seen his desire upon my enemies. Lord, go sick 'em for me. David does that a lot, because when he's emotional, he turns to God. And may he be an example for the rest of us. I hope you join me tomorrow, friends, for Psalms 55. Till then. Our daily energy reading for March 11th, 2026 is the Bible reminds us that we need to ask our spouse what makes them happy to find out. If you're making assumptions, you make, right, think about how it's spelled, ASSUME. So don't do that. Stop acting like a donkey. Othala says this is inherited. So you could have learned the poor behavior of not asking your spouse about what makes them happy or about their feelings from your parents. Or it's possible if you do ask your spouse those questions, because I don't know you, maybe you do, maybe you're a loving partner and I don't know you, I'm not in your life, then you will likely have learned that from what you inherited, either by not wanting to behave like the people who were jerks to you or by emulating those parts of your parents' relationship that you liked, because that's how most people learn. The Hebrew letter Kaf says this is covered. This is covered. This communication with the spouse, the way you're supposed to talk to each other, whether that spouse is the God and the Messiah for you, or that spouse is another human being. The Archangel card Comfort says be easy here. Be easy. You can't be coming at them like hardcore, like you have the right to dictate. You're asking. And that means you're going to accept the answer they give you, even if it's not the one you were hoping to hear. You go into it with compromise, meaning you're expecting to give something up for both of you to be happy. If you are unwilling to give up anything so your spouse could be happy, then you're saying you don't really care much about their feelings. And then I would ask you why you're married to them. Because if you don't care about their feelings, you shouldn't be married to them. The sacred geometry card Magic says put the energy into it if you believe in it. If you are unwilling to put any energy into the thing you say you want to achieve, then I guess you don't really want to achieve it. You only want it if it's easy, then you don't really want it. You don't want to earn it. You only want it if it's fun. There are plenty of things that's appropriate for. Other people is not that subject matter. The psalm reminds us that even when traitors abound, whether that's your partner or not your partner, or you and your partner coming together against that traitor, you two standing firm, whatever it might be for you, even when traitors abound, God's still got your back. He sees everything they're doing. Don't you worry, boo-boo. That won't stand. Only the wicked think that their schemes don't come back on them, and only the wicked thinks it's unfair when they reap what they sow, that they should be allowed to treat people poorly, and no one should be allowed to treat them poorly. God kind of thinks they're foolish. He says so. You can laugh with God. If God's laughing, and you laugh with him,